Hey guys, good morning. It's Daryl. It is Tuesday, New Year's Eve. It is 4:25 a.m. here on the East Coast in Connecticut. It's finally going to clear up today. We had a rainy, icy, thunder-filled day yesterday. Pretty intense. All right, I'm getting a cold. On to the presidential candidates. I think this is a topic of concern, and we're coming into 2020 in a couple of days. So we got 11 months to go here. The field is still so wide. I started researching the candidates, and I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to get on here. I don't do well in these videos when I try to memorize a bunch of stats, and I go from the heart, and that's when I make the best informative, entertaining videos. That's my opinion. So that's the way I'm just going to go here. I figure you guys could tell me more. The support for Bernie Sanders is amazing. Let me tell you what I did too. I went to Fox News, the station that I despise, the station that I believe shouldn't even have the term news in the title. But I want to see who they're scared of. I want to see who they think might beat Trump. I watched their faces when they talked about each candidate. I figure if they're talking glowingly about a Democratic candidate, chances are they think Trump can beat him. You know what I mean? So it was kind of reverse psychology watching Fox News. Now, again, see, it's a balancing act here. I'm going to bring up my friend Bo of the Fifth Column again, and he brought up a great point that we don't want just a candidate that is just the anti-Trump. And that's a great point. What we need to win here is a truly different president, a truly different candidate that stands on his own, that people are excited about. Bernie has got a lot of support, man. Looking in the comments on Fox News, I loved it. I look at the comments from the typical Fox News watcher, and it's let me tell you about this one comment. This one comment talked about how us, the liberal snowflakes, want to strip away the basic freedoms of Americans. And then in the very next sentence, this Trump supporter, Fox News watcher, goes, "We should ship them all off to China and see how they like it." So the hypocrisy there. I don't know if you guys see it, but she's talking about the Democrats stripping away freedoms, and in the very next sentence, she wants to strip away their freedoms and say the freedom of the freedom of choice, where you want to live, where you choose to live, and basically imprison them and send them to China. The hypocrisy was just amazing there. All right, so let me go on here. I loved seeing the Bernie Sanders supporters just jumping in all over Fox News. I had no idea. Just jumping in, and I'm not look. I told you guys before. I've tried to curtail all negative aspects of my life, because I truly believe the more positivity I put out there, the more positivity will come back to my life. My life has been amazing over the last 13 years using this tactic. I bring this up because trolling, going onto Fox News, going to Trump supporters and trolling them, just picking the worst, meanest, jab. That was one of my last vices that I've just recently, I've tried to curtail. I have to admit, once in a while, it still pops up. But to me, it's a negative action like that will not bring me anything positive. That's my belief. But a lot of these, okay, but back to the Bernie supporters, a lot of these supporters were just like Bernie 2020, which isn't trolling at all. It's just showing a very positive support for their candidate. And I love it, man. I love it. Okay, here's my problem, guys. And I've been yelled at so many times before by Bernie Sanders supporters. I'm not saying I don't support him. What concerns me is his age and his health. Okay, now even on Fox News, like I said, I watch Fox News because I figure they're going to tell me the worst, the gossip, the innuendo. They're going to hit me with the. I want to know what it's best to know your enemy. Let's just put it that way. So I went to Fox News. And these guys were saying, Fox News was saying that Bernie Sanders has a clean bill of health. So that amazed me. Because I think he's going to give Trump a run for his money. And you'd think they'd want to paint him as what I'm afraid of is he, he had a heart attack on the campaign trail, right? Am I right in saying that? That's going to be an issue, man. That's going to be a big freaking issue. I love my stance. The farther right, the better. I'm totally with the more democratic social aspect of all this. I think it'll work. Like a lot of these Scandinavian countries are picking this up, and like I said, it's not freaking communism like the Trump supporters want to in their ignorance twist it. It's democratic socialism, not communism. But anyway, I love it. But my two problems here is Bernie's health, man. Even if he is healthy, he's got to appear healthy. He's got to, and the fact that he had a heart attack, man, it's going to be brought up. He's going to be hit with this constantly. In other words, if he ends up being the Democratic candidate, they're going to look very hard at the vice president, because you know what they're going to be saying? They're going to be saying there's a chance Bernie might not even make it 4 years, and the vice president's going to become president. So he's going to have a very, very strong vice president too, because that's going to be a situation that's going to be brought up. I'm not saying any of that negative stuff, but this is what I think. This is what I know is going to be brought up if he's a candidate. Pete Buttigieg, the name that I cannot say to save my life. He captures my. There's something about him I like. You know what? I started reading what each one's about and their stats and all this. But you know what? I just go with my heart, man. What's my first instinct? What's my gut instinct? Because I think a lot of Americans are going to do that. And you know what? Yesterday when I talked about Andrew Yang, man, I like that guy. I don't think he's very high up. I don't know if he's got a very good chance, but I liked him. I truly did. Right off the bat, I liked his soundbite. Not left, not right, straight ahead. Love that, man. Love that. Back to Pete. I had no idea that even till today that he was gay, which does not bother me whatsoever. I'm not even going to say, you guys know I'm straight, but being gay is fine with me. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. Who somebody picks as their life partner is none of my business. Let's see. Elizabeth Warren. I love her. I love all the women, the top women in the Democrat platform. Not that Nancy Pelosi is in the platform for running for president. I love her. I even liked Hillary, man, and I still I don't know. I think she got a bad rap. Anyway, back to the candidates. Joe Biden. Okay, Joe was my original man. I think he knows his way around the White House. We're not going to have any big missteps with somebody like him, like with Trump in North Korea. He saluting a general. He has no idea what the fuck he's doing. The man has no right to be overseas making any decisions for us. Joe is good. He's been in the White House. He knows his way around the White House, but that could be a negative too. He's become way too much of an insider and all that crap. I like him. I think he's got heart. I don't see him as somebody that's easily bought. I see him as his own man. I don't know. These are just off the top of my head gut feelings. Um, yeah, like I said, so Biden was my initial choice here. I got to admit, though, Bernie is coming up. Bernie, in my opinion, there's so much overwhelming, strong support for that man. He's number two right now in the race. I love honestly, I love his platform. I think it's going to be a hard sell. I mean, we're going to have Trump way over here on the right, and we're going to have Bernie Sanders way over here on the left. So, you know, I don't know. That's good. I don't know if he can beat Trump. Trump's going to use all sorts of scare tactics to knock him down. But again, is that how we should pick a candidate, or should we just go with our hearts? Who's best for us? Fuck Trump, and just go with our hearts. What's best for America? What's best for me? What's best for my family? What's best for my neighborhood? That's how we should do it. We shouldn't even take Trump into consideration, but damn it, man, we have to. It's a tough call. Elizabeth Warren. I love strong women. Like I told you guys before, I grew up with women. I'm comfortable around women. I believe in women. And when I say I believe in women, growing up with my mom, my sister, around women, comfortable with women, when I say I believe, it just means a lot of guys don't see women as their equal. They don't see women as people. They come up with these lines. They come up with this whole different attitude to deal with the other sex. I believe that we're people. I'm a man, she's a woman, but we're all freaking people. We're all human beings. You talk to a woman, not in the same way you talk to a man, but we're all human beings in the same right and wrong, the same beliefs. You know what I mean? And anyway, I got off track there a bit. But Elizabeth Warren, Trump is going to have a freaking field day with her. Again, I'm going back to Trump again. I know. And here's another thing. I'm not sure, to be honest with you guys, there's nothing in her platform that stuck out for me. I don't know what she's for. I don't know what she's really against. With Bernie, man, the $15 an hour, he's just far right progressive, which like I said, which I love. Universal health care, all that stuff. Great. So to sum it up, the people I'm interested in, the people that are catching my eye, Andrew Yang. Probably doesn't have too much of a chance, but I like him. Pete Buttigieg. I think he's a good man. I like him. For some reason, I don't know, Bloomberg. I can't give you guys a reason, but there's just something about him. I feel like he's got something in his closet. Not in his closet, but there's something, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with him. No particular reason. Biden, I've always liked, but I feel like Biden, the Ukraine thing might hurt him. I hate to admit this. The Ukraine thing might hurt him. Elizabeth Warren, not a big choice of mine. So to sum it up, I think Bernie Sanders is coming up near the top of my choices, my picks, and Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang is more of a wish list kind of guy. I don't think he's going to make it, but I'd love to see him make it. And Biden, I'd have to say, and Buttigieg. Buttigieg, I have a hard time putting him in order right now. It's still fluid. I need to know more about each one. I need to watch the next debate and see how they respond, how they react. See their faces, how they come up. So that's where we're at today. I don't know if it helped at all. Like I said, the most interesting aspect of today's video and everything was going to Fox News, going to the enemy, and seeing what they say about the Democratic candidates, because I was thinking these guys are gonna say the worst about all these candidates, and I want to know the worst. I want to know the worst first, so that there's no surprises down the road. I want to know what Trump supporters, what Fox News, I want to know who they're scared of. I want to know who they want for a Democratic candidate, because that's going to tell me a lot about who they think Trump can beat. So that's my tactic these days. I despise Fox News, but like they say, know your enemy. And I hate to say that. We're all Americans, and I don't really consider them my enemy. But that's my tactic. Anyway, let me know, you guys. Tell me what you think's best about these candidates. What do you guys think about Andrew Yang, man? There's something about that man that I really like. It'd be great if he came out from obscurity and came up front. Something about him I really like. So let me know what you guys think. All right. Have a great New Year's Eve. I'll be talking to you again today. Peace out.